Hello, my name's Paul. Morning and night, I am a farmer. But by day, I'm a professor at the University of BC and founder of Generation Squeeze. And right now, I'm sitting in a big, hot, steaming pile of horse manure. My location is a not-so-subtle metaphor for the shitty legacy we are leaving younger Canadians and future generations. The reality is younger people's well-being is deteriorating. Not because they're all screw-ups who are eating too many pieces of avocado toast or too many cups of coffee, but because they are inheriting a broken system that suffers three fundamental flaws. First, and I know this message is especially hard to hear for people like my parents, but older Canadians are getting wealthier and have more financial security, but they're not paying fully for the services that they want to use, which leaves less left over for those who follow, like their kids and grandchildren. Second, too many of us prioritize that pound of cure, treating problems after the fact, rather than the ounce of prevention. And third, we are all violating the intergenerational golden rule of protecting what is sacred today for generations to come, like a healthy childhood and a healthy planet. The reality is that the choices we've made as Canadians over the last many decades is resulting in extreme weather, unaffordable housing, underinvestment in the generation raising young kids, and massive government debts. It's a lousy generational deal to leave behind. I have to confess, I feel bleak sometimes about our ability to deal with these large problems that no individual can solve alone. But I also feel increasingly optimistic because we're talking more and more about systemic issues, like systemic racism, and systemic sexism, and systemic heterosexism, and systemic colonialism and its lasting impacts. So now's the time to also acknowledge our broken intergenerational system and get on with the business of fixing it. That's what's so good about sitting in a big pile of shit, because any good farmer will tell you you can compost it to turn it into healthy soil, to grow food, to fix ecosystems, to fight climate change. So let that be our metaphor. Let's turn this shitty intergenerational system into something better. And that's the motivation for our new Gen Squeeze series of podcasts and videos. Hit subscribe to get our next episode and follow us wherever you get your podcasts. We're going to talk about the pressing problems and the available solutions to make this country work for all generations. What we say won't always be popular because the evidence can be hard to hear, but we promise, no bullshit, just horse manure.